Welcome to Naperville Unwrapped, the podcast that peels back the layers of one of America's best places to live. From hidden gems and local legends to quirky facts and everyday magic, we're diving into the stories that make Naperville anything but ordinary. I'm Dana Byrne, your curatorial tour guide, and today we're lifting the lid, or perhaps I should say the mug, on a frothy little piece of Naperville history. Stenger Brewery, founded way back in 1854. Not only was it the first brewery in Illinois to produce lager beer, but it also briefly employed a young German immigrant who would go on to change American brewing forever. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll learn more about his identity a little later. Let's set the stage. In the mid-1800s, Naperville was still a frontier town with German roots and immigrant energy. Many of the town's early settlers, like founder Joseph Naper, came from the East Coast. But throughout the 19th century, German immigrants brought their traditions, skills, and love of beer to the Midwest. In 1854, Michael and Frederick Stenger, two brothers from Bavaria, saw an opportunity. They established Stenger Brewery just off modern-day Jefferson Avenue near the DuPage River, making use of cold river water, cellars for lagering, and good limestone-filtered wells. What made Stenger Brewery revolutionary is its embrace of lager beer, a German-style beer that required cool fermentation and extended storage, a method different from the English-style ales most Americans drank at the time. It wasn't just good, it was game-changing. And for a brief moment in time, Naperville was on the map as a brewing pioneer. Ready to learn the identity of the young Stenger Brewery employee who would go on to change American brewing forever? In the 1860s, a young man named Adolf arrived in the United States from Germany. Trained as a brewer, he worked his way across the Midwest, looking for opportunities in America's growing beer scene. One of his stops? Stenger Brewery in Naperville. Adolf didn't stay long. Just a matter of months, possibly a year. But it was long enough to absorb techniques, make connections, and refine his skills in lager brewing. By 1873, Adolf had moved to Golden, Colorado, and founded what would become the Coors Brewing Company, one of the largest and most iconic beer brands in the world. It's fascinating to think, before the Rocky Mountains, silver bullet cans, and Super Bowl commercials, Adolf Coors was brewing beer right here in Naperville. Stenger Brewery continued production until around 1903, when changing tastes, economic pressures, and the growing anti-alcohol temperance movement began to take their toll. Like many small breweries across the country, it shut down well before Prohibition hit in the 1920s. While the physical brewery no longer stands, its historical footprint lives on. Bottles, signage, and even brewing equipment are preserved by Naper Settlement and Naperville's historical societies. And the site itself? It's now part of the downtown Naperville bustle. Located at the northwest corner of Jackson Avenue and Eagle Street, just across the street from the Alfred Rubin Riverwalk Community Center. Mere steps from where people sip lattes, not lagers, but the history is still there. The story of Stenger Brewery isn't just about beer. It's about innovation, immigration, and how a small-town brewery helped ignite a national brewing legacy. Naperville has always been a place where big things start small, and that includes the career of one of America's most legendary brewmasters. So, next time you crack open a cold one, or walk the streets of downtown Naperville, raise a mental toast to the Stenger brothers, to Adolf Coors, and to a little brewery that brewed up something much bigger than it ever imagined. Before we go, be sure to follow or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Jump into the conversation in our Naperville Unwrapped Facebook group, and follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok for more everyday Naperville magic to help you unwrap what it means to call Naperville home. Well, that's a wrap for now. I'm Dana Byrne, and I'll see you next time on Naperville Unwrapped.